Want to get this briefing by email? Here's the sign up. Good evening. Here's the latest. Gregory Bull, Associated Press 1. Baffled investigators hope that Mary Lou Danley, who was in the Philippines when her boyfriend, Stephen Paddock, killed 58 people and injured hundreds in Las Vegas, can help explain what drove him to become a mass murderer. FBI agents met Ms. Danley when she returned to the U.S. late Tuesday. President Trump visited Las Vegas, lauding the efforts of emergency workers and doctors. And leaked photos showed the arms cache inside the hotel room. Here's the latest. Today on our podcast The Daily, we look at how the NRA became a powerful lobbying group, and a gun store owner talks about selling military-style weapons to civilians. Doug Mills, The New York Times 2. In Puerto Rico, the official death toll from Hurricane Maria rose to 34 from 16, as piecemeal reports were added up. And federal officials tried to dial back President Trump's apparent vow to clear some of the island's $73 billion debt, made during his trip yesterday. How did the island amass a debt big enough to crush it? This in-depth article from July, The Bonds That Broke Puerto Rico, tries to explain. The late-night hosts also had a lot to say about President Trump's trip. Yuri Grippas, Reuters 3. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson insisted that he had never considered resigning, despite an NBC News report to the contrary and what aides say is his deep frustration. But he did not outright deny another element in the report, that he once referred to President Trump as a moron. He limited his response to "I'm not going to deal with petty stuff like that." 3 days ago, Mr. Trump publicly undercut Mr. Tillerson by dismissing efforts to reach out to North Korea. Phil Nobley, Reuters 4. Just when Prime Minister Theresa May of Britain most needed to deliver a strong speech, at a Conservative Party conference dominated by talk of her fragile leadership, she had a nightmare. First, Mrs. May was targeted by a prankster. Then her voice gave out. And finally, the letters spelling out a slogan began disappearing from the display behind her. Among the potential successors hunting for an opening is Boris Johnson, the country's top diplomat, who is however known for undiplomatic remarks. At the same conference, he came under fire for saying that the former ISIS stronghold of Sirte, Libya, could become the next Dubai if the authorities could just clear the dead bodies away. Emmanuel Dunn and Agence France-Presse, Getty Images 5. The European Union is taking aim at Silicon Valley over taxes. The European Commission said it would take Ireland to court for not clawing back billions from Apple, and ordered Luxembourg to recover around $293 million from Amazon. "I don't think that we're done," warned the Competition Commissioner, Margrethe Vestager. Above, Amazon's Luxembourg outpost. Jonathan Nackstrand, Agence France-Presse, Getty Images 6. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded to 3 scientists who developed a method for generating 3D images of the molecules of life. The discovery has already helped scientists better understand diseases like the Zika virus and could lead to treatments in the future. Coming tomorrow, the prize for literature. Bert Andrews 7. A celebrated 1981 drama that won the Pulitzer Prize for its portrayal of the struggles of black GIs is being revived off-Broadway. The actors and producers say it's more relevant than ever. A soldier's play is set during World War II on a Louisiana military base and works backward from the mysterious murder of a sergeant. Actors from the debut production, including Denzel Washington, Above Center, and the current revival, said they hoped audiences sense the echoes between past and present. Wildlife Conservation Society Turtle Survival Alliance 8. Some good news: the Burmese star tortoise, which was declared functionally extinct in the early 2000s, is making a comeback. The animals have yellow polygon patterns across their shells that camouflage them in dry grasses, but also make them attractive as exotic pets, smuggled for thousands of dollars to the US, Europe and other parts of Asia. Captive breeding colonies set up by conservationists have bolstered the population, and now some are even being released back into the wild. Chang W. Lee, The New York Times 9. The Yankees are headed to the American League Division Series after beating the Minnesota Twins, 84, in the wild-card game last night. It was the first playoff win for the Yankees since 2012. Next stop, Cleveland. Above, Joe Mauer, the former American League MVP and 6-time All-Star who was drafted by the Twins in 2001 and joined the team in 2004. He's watched Minnesota get smacked around by the Yankees ever since. "This one stings right now," he said last night. "But they all sting." Lego 10. Finally, we visited the world's first Lego restaurant, in Billund, Denmark. That's where the company has its headquarters. Its flagship theme park, Legoland, and now a new destination called Lego House. At the restaurant in Lego House, called Mini Chef, orders are taken and food is prepared by Lego minifigure chefs living in iPad boxes at each table. The chefs speak only in Brick. To get your meal, you must request it by snapping together Legos whose colors match the menu items. Both our reporter and the kids in her party enjoyed the visit. Have a great night. Your evening briefing is posted at 6 p.m. Eastern. And don't miss your morning briefing, posted weekdays at 6 a.m. Eastern, and your weekend briefing, posted at 6 a.m. Sundays. Want to catch up on past briefings? You can browse them here. If photographs appear out of order, please download the updated New York Times app from iTunes or Google Play. What did you like? What do you want to see here? Let us know at briefing@nytimes.com.